Let's see how that lighting's good. Cheers, y'all. All right, so officially it's time to get some work done. If you're having a disruption to your motivation, especially if it's a snow day where you're at, where I'm at in North Carolina, we got some snow. I know in New York, lots of my friends and family are dealing with like what feels like 2 feet of snow. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of accountability and productivity here in the next about 45, 50 minutes. Let's get after it and tackle it in 2 productivity sprints. The first one is going to be a 20-minute sprint where we're going to focus on our tasks. Again, the goal for this and how we tackle it is have 1 to 3 things you're going to focus on for the next 20 minutes. For me, it's going to be going through emails. And then if I have bandwidth after that, even getting some items for our billing company we're going to be using with insurance. So speaking of which, if you have insurance, specifically Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, United Healthcare, and you want to have that impact and support your coaching and cover the cost of that, reach out. We got you guys. We'll walk you through that process. But with that being said, let's get after it. What is this down here? Okay, cool. I'm going to get the timer going. I'll share my screen and we'll get right after it. Okay, let me reset. Let's get our timer pulled up. We're going to get into the funsies. Boom. And if you guys have questions as we're going through it, feel free to let me know, not only on the products that are featured, because I put some products in, especially on Amazon and TikTok, that are more like weather oriented, like some just things to help keep you warm. Here's an interesting thing, fun fact about our brain chemistry, especially for those that are neurodivergent, covering like, again, ADHD and different types of neurodivergency, is if we are temperature-wise dysregulated and uncomfortable, we are more even sensitive to being unproductive. So the point of me saying that is let's be productive by getting work done with our bodies. Like I have a shirt on and a hoodie on top because I wanted to make sure I'm staying nice and warm. I even have a little heater by my feet here. These are all important things. I have some products in the carousels related to that. So speaking of products, I'm going to take my timer. We're going to pull up the Pomodoro timer on it. I'm going to set it for 20 minutes and we are going to get it rocking. Ready? Let's get it. Boom. Off to the races. Now, again, the goal here is pretty much silently working. I'll pop back in, check comments, but more or less it's going to be kind of quiet, just getting some work done and going through things. But again, if you have questions, drop them in the comments. I'll gladly speak to them. This is for the peeps out there that are having a hard time getting stuff done on a snowy Monday morning. Let's have a little bit of accountability and get it done together. The big thing I'm focusing on right now is going through my emails. I'm also updating some things with our bands to get them sent out. So hopefully I'll have an announcement on that soon. But Amazon, you're taking a little bit longer than I would like. You know what I mean? All right, let's just check our planner here too. That's the other thing I find really helpful is having a planner, which I also have in the carousel, just to have some structure to, here, I gotta get all the tax info sent out. All these extra fun things. Let me just check. Okay. Boom. Okay. Let's get this set up first. Oh, what's up, Rob? That's, that's exactly right, dude. I just saw your text too. Train station, y'all. Getting this work done, man. I'm actually just like setting up a Zoom call for a client I have later. Got one of my coaches is in Mexico. Shout out to Jag, by the way. He won his fight in Mexico this past Saturday. Really pretty strong, dominant decision, but scrappy as well. And yeah, he's going to enjoy some time there as well. So I'll cover some of his coaching clients. And what's up, Rob? What you got? Train station, yeah. I'm gonna have to give you a call after this. Well, I'm gonna be working out. I'm actually not gonna be live streaming my workout today, so I'll give you a call during the workout. How many Zoom calls do you do per day, dude? Anywhere from like it's not always on. Yeah, definitely more than 5 for sure. Usually it's like 6 to 10. It just depends on the day. I got all the Zoom calls, bro. Or like live streams, or that we use other private channels, whether it's in our own app and all that. Yeah, I know. What'd you think of that video I sent you, by the way? All right, let's see. We got meetings. We're gonna change this one. Upcoming. We'll do tomorrow. We're gonna edit this occurrence. We're gonna make it today at 5. Boop. Boop. Save that. Copy. Send it to him. There we are. All right, now I can get into my emails. What you got for me? Oh, I didn't watch it. Hold, please. Dude. Oh, yeah, you gotta, dude, watch that video, man. It's funny. So I'm gonna just talk about this. So Rob would say I was in a cult, right? I would say I was in an emotional intelligence course, but there's actually a video on YouTube talking about how like Dominic Cruz, Jeremy Stevens, and Khalil Roundtree have also done the same emotional intelligence course that I did. But it's funny because Sean Strickland basically said, "Hey, Dom's in a cult, like Jeremy, like they're all in a cult, and it's the same thing." Oh, that one, yeah. So yeah. I said, you know, yeah, for sure. But yeah, it was just funny the way the video broke it down because it was just talking about certain things that, yeah, I was like, I could see how, like, I get it, dude. I get how it looks like a cult. I understand. I wonder though, like what brought up for Sean Strickland, like why he even brought that up. Because like, I wonder if maybe Dom or someone tried to get him to go. Because usually they like, again, like, you know, I've talked to you about when you go through the 100 days, they're like, hey, we want you to invite people to go into it as well. You don't get like the thing that I didn't like about what they were saying is like, oh, it's like an MLM. It's like, it's not, because there's no financial incentive for anyone to invite anyone. It's more of just like part of the program, which I see how that's culty, you know? But it's not like a traditional MLM or pyramid scheme because there's no financial incentive for anyone to like refer people. Like if I enroll people, like I don't get any money from it. This is what cults do, everyone. They call it it's like emotional intelligence, reference, you know. Yeah, exactly. But I don't know. Like I would say Scientology doesn't call it. They call it like, you know, ridding your life of like whatever the aliens are that they say. Again, maybe I didn't go far enough down the choice rabbit hole, as it were, the cult rabbit hole. Maybe I just have to go even deeper, get deeper into it. We shall see. We shall see. But I honestly gained value from it personally. But maybe that's the cult speaking. That's the brainwashing, you know? Okay. Let's see what we got here. You know, it's funny, Rob. I actually like commented on the video too. I even emailed the like owner of the channel because it was like it had like 500,000 views on it. I'm like, yo, dude, like great video value. Like, how are you saying something is not a cult? No, Scientology for sure is a cult, Michael. You're highly no, it's Scientology is for sure a cult. And honestly, I wouldn't say you could argue choice is a cult too. I think the more important point I'm inviting is like, if you're aware, like I think what I ultimately think is like when it comes to like cults and stuff like that, there's an inherent danger to it because you're no longer thinking for yourself. And I don't know if choice does that. Like I haven't done a choice course or program in like 3 years, 3.5 years, whenever I first started. And like I still see people, I still talk to them, and they're like, we're all cool. As you call it, you're looking at it right now on this live. Yeah. Yeah. But what I'm ultimately saying is like, what's the drawback? Let's say it's a cult, right? But it adds value, meaning, hey, I'm able to be more patient with how I talk to people. I'm able to like be willing and open to like go to therapy, or not that they necessarily say that. For what it's worth, you'd be a great cult leader. Thanks, Rob. I appreciate that. Or let's say there's even like the people that I meet. I honestly went to it, if I'm being straight up with you guys, Rob, you know this. I thought of it as like a networking opportunity. Cool, I'm going to go to this thing. I'm going to meet people. I'm also going to work on myself. Yes, and gain emotional intelligence or awareness of like where I might be showing up in a way that's not helpful. But like the biggest thing was like, I just want to like meet people that can add value to like my business and my life, which is maybe inherently selfish. And that's how they maybe get you. Cause they do kind of focus on that. I think that's like any business, right? Like even for my business, hey, we have people that have had success here. Look at all these testimonials. Look at all this stuff. We're leveraging human psychology to that. I think my Wi-Fi might be going squirrely, but knowing that, it's still, I can understand where there's apprehension and fear and be like, all right, cool, dude. Like even look, like you're like, hey, dude, I can't talk to you. Like I got to block and leave you alone. Like, all right, man. Like I didn't like show up at your house and be like, you need to talk to me. That's where I think cults, it's more of like leading to the cult side versus everything else. Oh, either way, I appreciate the giggles. It just, the whole video made me think of you. But I totally commented on it. I'm like, yeah, my friend definitely was like, yo, you're in a cult. I can't talk to you for a while. I thought that was like a funny thing to comment on. So I commented on this video. And I even emailed the channel and was like, yo, dude, if you want to talk about this, I will gladly do a like call with you to give you some insight to my experience at least. Talk to me, Reb. Talk to me. Close the apps. Let's just take it. You wanted me to name all your negative qualities and how it's affecting you, or something. First off, it was, yeah, I know it's 2 a.m. for you because I literally just got out of the like course that we were doing. Like it's long days. So I was like, yeah, dude. Love you too, Nate. What's up, homie? I love you, man. Also for context, the person that's in the comments, Rob, he's like my best friend since I was a kid. So it's no issue. But I love you, man. The point is, so yeah, so what's actually bad about that? Talk to me. Let's say it's even a cult. Like what's bad about asking like, hey, give me insight, feedback on all the things, the ways I've shown up that maybe haven't been super positive. Because like it's easy to look at all the positive traits, right? And like, all right, here's all the ways that I'm awesome. But like I want the negative feedback. And that's what they were inviting in this particular like segment of the course. It was like, yo, get negative feedback on things that you can improve upon in your life. Yeah, that's fair. 3-hour time change. I'll give you that. Even still, like, so yeah, it's like 11 o'clock at night or 10 o'clock at night or whatever it was. But yeah. And again, if you guys have questions on Amazon, I still see you up there. Lately on my body doubling sessions, Amazon's been like taking it down because you think this is pre-recorded. It is not pre-recorded. I just don't have any questions. We can talk about products if you want. Specifically, I'm using my Amaze Fit T-Rex watch for the Pomodoro timer to keep track of all this. We have about 8 minutes left in this productivity spin. Get me on this live, right? Dude, you want to hop in here? You can hop in here. Hold on. I can literally text you a link if you want to come onto the stream. I'm also simultaneously working on, I'm going to text it to you right now. I'm also just going through some emails and some stuff. So, but we can get into this if you want. I will literally send you, the link has been sent to your phone, bubbies. And you want to pop in here, we could pop in here. I will gladly, you could give me your, that's again, dude, like not worried about, just don't go crazy cursing because I am live on Amazon and stuff. And like Amazon doesn't love that. I don't know how TikTok feels about that. I feel like they don't really care as much. I don't see any issues there, but Amazon gets a little perturbed when we get cursing going now. Okay. also just following up with some leads here. Boom, boom. Responses. Let's pop this in here. And if you guys got questions on like what's it like to be in a cult, or what was it like, or do you really get to like whatever? Ask me whatever. I'm not shy about this kind of stuff. I will gladly go into it. Send this message out. And again, if you guys got questions on Amazon specifically for products, like feel free to let me know. I'll gladly get into it. Let's see if Rob's going to hop in here. I'm sure he will. Love to hear Rob's 2 cents. Rob entered the studio. Add to the stage. There you go, Rob.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can't see you, but we can hear you.
Yeah, no, I'm laying down in bed. I just woke up, so this is my wake up call. So, what was your question? What was wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, that's a good self reflection. What was wrong with that is, one, it was off the cuff. It was very uncharacteristic, and not uncharacteristic, but just very random. And knowing you for the last 20 years, I was like, all right, something's up. Also, that and it was a cult. It was Scientology light. The amount of money I'm sure that they spend trying to erase any bad names off there. I mean, I had to get on like the deep surfaces of 4chan to find anything out about that place. What?
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And then
But dude, you gotta watch the video. They how accessible it
is. You said what? You cut up. Yeah. So you said what?
Yeah, my thing's freezing. I have too many tabs open. I gotta close out some tabs. Hold on. I'm gonna close out some tabs here. I got too many tabs open.
Who's in this?
How about now?
Yeah, I could hear you. How can I see? Where's the? Hey, chat.
Yeah, can you see the chat?
I'm not sure. Let's see.
And there's also, you won't see, I have 2 other tabs open. You don't see in StreamYard because I'm live on TikTok on a separate window, and I'm also live on Amazon, so you won't see those chats either. But no one's actually, there's no questions coming in here. I think it's just funny to dive into. We got Nate. Nate was in there too. What's up, Nate? He's the one that says love you. Yeah, if you guys do have questions from someone that was on the outside peripheral of their friend getting indoctrinated into a cult, I'm sure that'd be fun.
Yes. And it was a money thing. Like, absolutely, they made money off you.
Oh, yeah, dude, it's a business. It's like there's no
no. What did you gain profitably from giving them money? What did that money get you?
Yeah, I can give you a list, but the simple thing was a network, if that makes sense. And also, that's literally what I paid for. I paid to really you pay for emotional intelligence, but I paid to get a network of people that I have access to. I now do. Like the dude I host my health retreats at in Joshua Tree. I know him through the cult.
Am I in a cult podcast right now? Is this what this is? Am I being watched? Don't you listen, there's strength in numbers and I can't beat you bastards, but if you're watching, just don't do it. Just leave me alone. I'll leave you alone too. All right. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna show up at your house or anything like that. And again, if you guys are on, I'm keeping going back to Amazon because lately when I do my body doubling sessions, Amazon keeps taking the stream down because they think I'm pre-recording it. Rob, you can confirm this is live, right? Like, am I pre-recorded?
No, it's live because it's live.
Yeah, because you're here. So that's the point. But on Amazon, sometimes they'll take the stream down. So Amazon, if you do have questions on the products you see in the carousel, I don't know if you guys can hear Rob super clearly. Let me know in the chat. I see people popping in and I can see that they're watching. Just a lot of times they don't comment for whatever reason. People love to just creep and not necessarily comment.
It's fun to be interactive, everybody.
Yeah, that's why I love when you jump in. I'm like, dude, that's the best part to live streaming. It's engaging people, questions, the audience. So, anyways, all right. So, okay, cool. I get how it's a cult. I totally get that. But the argument I would present, if a cult adds value to my life, who cares?
Well, you're a culty guy, so it makes sense. You'll be a phenomenal cult leader one day. I know that. You're gonna be very good.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Working. Cult of health or the cult of
Somebody before you ever went to Joshua Tree, somebody here in the city, I think it was Lazy Girl actually. We're out at this bar and I was like, "Oh, what are you doing this weekend?" She's like, "I'm going to Joshua Tree." And I said, "Oh, is that like some new bar in the West Village or some shit?" She's like, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "What?" She was like, "It's a place in California. It's very famous. You don't know what Joshua Tree is?" I was like, "I've never fucking heard of it in my life."
Rob, don't curse. You're gonna get me kicked
Oh,
out
we're
of
not
Amazon
allowed to curse. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry.
just because of Amazon.
Sorry, Amazon.
Like, we own you. If anything, I would argue like what isn't a cult? Like if you go to a gym, right? Like your bar could be a cult. Like you know what I mean?
No, that's a community is not a cult.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
A cult has some type of agenda, right? Like, so whether it's to get money off you, whether it's to brainwash you into thinking a certain way, which you could argue is like a community of some type. I disagree though, but cults are dangerous because it's all or nothing. It's usually all about one idea or one person in most parts. Yours, from what I understood, there was no leader. It was just really get all your money and try to like get people really like family involved in it, which I read. Maybe you could disagree with that. I
No,
don't know.
family. It's like basically, you want to know what it's about. I'll tell you.
Please.
So here's what it is. This is like it's a 100-day course, right? The way they stage it is like, hey, it's 100 days of coaching. There's 3 checkpoints along the way. The price that you pay for is for the first 2. So you go to those 2 weekends, you go to Vegas, you do homework, you do stuff, you like do exercises where you like reflect. And I've told you the exercises they've done, right? I won't go into all the weeds. The point, and this is the thing where cults become culty, is like, hey, don't talk about
Hi,
it.
Johnny boy.
Is Johnny Q in there? Oh yeah,
Is
Johnny
that
Q.
Johnny?
I'm pretty sure that's Johnny Kuhn. But hey, oh wait, no, Johnny's not on Twitch. So what's up, Johnny boy? I would assume when I hear Johnny, I just assume that's Johnny Kuhn. But yeah, that's good catch by the way, Rob, because I'm like looking at my emails. But ultimately, what it comes down to, and I think we're at all right. So this is also we're gonna pause, we're gonna reset, we're gonna do a 3-minute timer here because I'm also doing body doubling. So let's just put 3 minutes on the clock. We're just gonna do 3 minutes where everyone can just kind of chill, and then we're gonna get into our next productivity sprint. So I'm not going to do any work for the next 3 minutes. Me and you are just going to talk about this, Rob. And the point of this is they're like, hey, dude, don't talk about this. Like, I'm not supposed to talk about what we do during the course, right? Which is super culty, right? Doesn't that seem culty to you? Or seem like Scientology like, hey, don't talk about what we do in here. But I understand the reasoning is, hey, let's say you're going to go through the course or someone's going to go through the course, they don't want to impact your experience. Is this for a workout? No, this is not for a workout. We're just literally hanging out. I do workouts. Body doubling, what our intention is literally getting work done. We're just like going through, and it's helpful to be on calls where people just get work done. We're doing a 2.5-minute timer right now, and then I'm going to set another timer for about 20 minutes where we're going to do more work where I'm going through emails and leads, but I'm just BSing with my buddy Rob here while he's waking up. So this is more for accountability. If you want to get work done, we're here. Or if you just want to hear about being in a cult.
How to avoid joining a cult. This is the chat for you, Johnny.
This is the body doubling session on how to not join a cult. I nowadays I don't even go to the gym anymore. I just work out at home, and that's why
I go to a gym. I go to the Y over on 14th Street here in New York City. It's a very nice small little gym.
Meet me there. Yeah, Rob, you want to plug? You want to plug stuff while we're on our like 2-minute break here? What you got to plug? Plug the bar. Plug Bob's.
Johnny, what's do I have a 6-pack? No, I don't. I'm 38 years old. It's 6-packs to me were always like not worth it because like your diet has to be so Mike, you know that your diet has to be so spot on. And I love pizza. I'd rather have a broad chest and shoulders and just get my upper body right and just have like a decently flat stomach.
Yeah, I agree with that. So
I'm laying in. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm laying in bed. I just woke up. It's not a pretty sight, Johnny.
Yeah, Rob's just popping in. He's not our normal host, but maybe we should. Maybe we should do. I would be down to every week do a live stream or a podcast with you, Rob. That would be a very entertaining piece of content.
Yeah, it would.
But we've got what, like another minute and a half here. We got less than a minute, and then we're gonna go into our next productivity sprint. But basically, what we're kind of like BSing with is this kind of cult situation, which is they're like, hey, dude, don't talk about it. But the enrollment part, they call it enrolling people, right? So let's say I have a positive experience, right? I'm going through choice. I'm like, yo, I feel empowered. I feel like I figured out certain things. Guy in green abs. How much are you gonna send me, bro? Give me some money.
I'm with Johnny Boy. Show your abs.
How about I'll show mine? No. But the point of that, and what's like, I'm curious, Johnny Boy, what's up with you and abs? You into abs, or is that what you use to measure if someone is credible for you to listen to? What's going on there? I'd love to know.
This is a cult tactic right there. I read right through your stuff.
All right, so now let's add. We're gonna put 20 minutes on the clock. Yeah, I got just enough time for another 20-minute sprint. Boom, round 2. Let's get it. We got 20 minutes.
What do you do during this, Mike? This 20-minute thing?
I literally just do work. I don't do anything besides I just go through my emails and we work. And the whole idea is like, what? Yeah, to see if you're legitimate. That makes sense. So, here's a weird thing. Like, you can have a 6-pack and know nothing about anything. But I do think, to your point, having a 6-pack and be like, all right, you're figuring something out. But I'll be honest, I do not have a 6-pack. I have like 19% body fat right now. So we got a little bit of fat going on there. But
yeah, can I say something, Mike? 6-packs is like anybody could have a 6-pack. Like super skinny dudes like have 6-pack, and I don't know if it's like when it's like when they say skinny. That's like a skinny dude having a 6-pack when they compare it to something else that I don't know if I could say on this.
Don't
okay, good. See,
you do it. Good job. Good job.
Yay. Johnny Boy, where are you from in the world?
Yeah, where are you from, Johnny Boy? And what are you trying to accomplish, dude? What do you want? What are you doing?
I'm gonna assume a 6-pack. That's just me. Yeah.
That's good. But that's like another thing. So, anyways, going back to this enrollment thing, the whole idea is like, let's say you have North Carolina. What? Where are you in North Carolina? I'm just outside of Asheville. We're here in Waynesville. What's going on, homie? Being able to basically say, I have a positive experience going through this course. Like, hey, don't you want to share that experience with other people? That's the whole gimme, the front end version of it. The back end is, hey, we want business, we want money, we want to grow this thing. It's like asking for referrals. Like, for example, Rob, I coach you, right? Or Johnny Boy, let's say I coach you, you get a 6-pack, boom. You have a great experience working with me. You're going to tell your friends. I'm going to say, hey, Johnny, can you tell your friends about my coaching experience? Because I want more money and I want more business. I want to impact more people. That's basically what they're doing. There's no financial show. I'll follow. On Amazon, like I can't. I'll just like be straight with you. I don't have a 6-pack. Like, I don't know what you want to see. You want to see like a little bit of extra fat around my stomach?
Let's see it.
I'll show you that if that's what you guys want to see. Send me a little Venmo, you know what I mean? Or you can go on my like Instagram. There's videos of me working out and stuff. You could see that. But because I'm live, especially on Amazon will literally take the stream down because it's like inappropriate. Like, I've literally just shadow boxed on Amazon before, and they're like, hey, you're promoting balance, so they take it down.
Wow.
So, the only one. Yeah. It's that's like Johnny, no one else is watching. I'm the only one here. Don't worry.
Johnny, you are a good businessman, my friend. Like, very simple tactic in negotiation, and I respect that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of fat right now, Johnny. I don't really have it. You don't want to see my stomach, trust me.
But anyway, so going back, like, the point is, does that make sense, Rob? Like, let's say from an enrollment perspective, there's no financial incentive. But I also see how, in a cult perspective, that's how cults grow. They tell you to invite people to the cult, just like the church, just like any religion. They're gonna hey,
of course,
do that, or like a gym. Those
sorts
of things.
Gyms are different.
Gyms don't tell you to invite people, or like.
Oh yeah, of course. But like at a gym, all right, don't do this. It's a gym. It's different. It's like we're working out. I get 50%. Rob, you show it. No, like with the gym, it's different. Gyms, you got no. I'm not even having that conversation. You psycho.
Well, let's go to Red Boy, for example. Use Red Boy. I would argue Red Boy could have been a cult. You know.
I would argue. Go on.
It could not that it was, but if we would, let's say we kept going down that rabbit hole of like, Paul's like, hey, keep inviting people for jujitsu, and he starts preaching his life philosophy, right? Like being able to say like, okay, this is how we show up. We're like being alpha. I'm making this stuff up. This is not what he was saying, and not my experience. I wonder yours, Rob. But like, hey, keep going down this rabbit hole of, oh, what's up, Nick? Just how we
What's up, Nick? Sorry, this is my fault, probably, but well, it is, but yeah.
And then Johnny's like, yeah, gym is great. Are you married? I'm engaged. Rob, are you married? Rob's not. You
But
guys,
hell, I live in New York City, man. I'm 38 years old. Just bought my first home out here. I'm married to the streets for sure.
yes, yes. But yeah, we're talking about some fun stuff here, Nick. This is some interesting cult talk, and the point of all this is, I wonder what your experience is here, Nick. Too, like you guys, Johnny. What about you? I could argue, like, depending on the gym, jiu-jitsu gym, which part is pitiful. I'd love to have more insight. Also, where in North Carolina are you, Johnny?
Wait, can I take over this one really quick? We'll go back to the cult stuff. But Johnny, where are you from? And were you born and raised in North Carolina?
Yeah, give me the insight.
Yeah, because a lot of people hate on New York City, like that's pitiful, blah blah blah. Let me tell you, I am the happiest I have ever been in my life in the last 4 years. I got sober 2 years ago. This Wednesday, I hit 2 years. I went from making no money to making a lot of money. Yes. Oh, my first umpire partner I ever had in minor league baseball is from Raleigh, North Carolina, Mike Cafaro. Very good dude. I love that guy. Not one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life. I would say CrossFit is a cult too, Nicholas. Michael joined this emotional intelligent group or something he set out in Vegas years ago.
Yeah,
And I argue that it is a cult. My arguments for this was they they ask for money quite a bit and to bring in others. Now, if we're going off that basis, Mike, then everything's a cult. I agree with you there, but that's not the basis. Like cults don't like ask me to sit in a room with a stranger and tell them like all my deepest things, because that is used as a manipulation tactic against you later on to keep you in line. See, I
the
never.
cameras aren't filming. The cameras aren't filming. Why is this in the fitness section? That's a great question, Johnny. Because
That is a good question, Johnny. Let's talk about fitness, Mike.
This is a fitness company, and I normally do talk about fitness content. This just went down a complete hard left pivot. Mary Kay's called, yeah, like Amway, Advocare, like all those things. That could be like,
oh yeah,
like that's all of that. I would even argue like I've talked about this, like Rogue Combat Club. I love Rogue, but like you could argue like any kind of like small gym stuff like that can be a cult. You know, it's like, how do you want to look at it? But even Johnny, the reason this is popping up in the fitness section is because this is meant to impact and be a productive fitness sprint, which hopefully you guys, I'm getting worked on actually while we're doing this. I'm literally like going through leads and going through emails. Wait, Grinding, stand up. Don't you tell me how who are you, bro? I'm gonna just show up at your house. No, I'm just kidding.
I love it.
You want me to just stand up and just start?
Johnny, how old are you, bud?
Want me to just start moving around? You want just?
I feel like I'm on a I feel like I'm like, remember Z100 back in the day, like the Z Morning Zoo. That's what I feel like I'm on right now. I'm living a little dream out right now. 16. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. So
like,
wait, so how you gonna know it's pitiful? You ever been to New York City, Johnny? You ever been to these streets?
But it's just fun engaging with all this stuff. First off, Johnny, if you're 16, I would not be worrying about a six pack. I get that's what everyone wants at 16, and that should be the easiest part of your life. You should be putting on muscle.
Also, girls don't really care for six packs. They like a little not like a fat belly, but they like a little. I've been told that it's a nice little soft stomach to rest on, which is fine with me. You say that? Yeah, you're damn right I do, Johnny. He said you say that because you don't have one. Mike, this is fun.
No, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, you would just enjoy this just when you wake up in the morning. Okay, let's see if I'm going to check Amazon again. Amazon, you got questions on anything over here too? Also, you're going to see that we're going to have the bands up for sale here this week, so you better snatch on top of that while you can.
Resistant bands?
Yeah, the bands that I have.
Those are actually very good.
Yeah, I'm tweaking the pricing to actually just send it out to a client. This is a very vulnerable share. I'll tell you if you show your apps. How about this? I'll be honest with you, Johnny. I don't really care if you care. I'm gonna be straight up. Like, if you're 16 years old, you're gonna not add anything to like. I don't need to do
Johnny.
anything.
This I brought out the real Mike. I'm so sorry. I've known Mike since I was like in elementary school. Now we're like almost 40.
Yeah.
So this is what I do.
because you engage, you have what a woman wants. Oh, I get that, bro. But you could just go to my social media. You can go look. I'm not here to like try and sell you stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can buy stuff from me. You can do coaching, all that. But I'm not here trying to be like, please give me stuff. Like dude. I got you. If you want help, I got you. But like, I'm not gonna over here showing you my abs just to like.
We could do a dating advice podcast too. I could help you there. I'm really good with
Oh, all
ladies.
right. Well, kudos to you for not having social media. That's a pro move, Johnny. But
Good for you.
You do have Twitch. What's up with that?
Yeah, which is social media.
Yeah. Like, do you like watching gaming? Because I know that's like a big thing, especially I would imagine at 16. You on Fortnite? You on that Fortnite life? Maybe some Call of Duty?
Mike is here to craft divorce dads into absolute units. That's all.
Well, that's because Nick knows. Nick's actually gone through our program before and got like lost a bunch of it. Yeah. My parents let me watch Call of Duty.
Mike, you should do that. You should be like divorce dads absolute units. Yeah, absolute. I will come up with a good name for divorce dads and absolute units. That is great.
Well, I do. That is like who I like lean towards. I don't actually. That's such a good call. Actually, I'm gonna lean into the divorce dads component. Because
that's a huge market.
Parents that are into martial arts or dads that are into martial arts, but now I'm gonna be like, are you a dad that's divorced and just want to just slay and just lay? Because like the other side is like, I wonder if you can relate to this, Nick. I have a lot of clients to be like, yo, I've been laying it down in the bedroom because we've been working out. You lose body fat, but also you get stronger. Your core enhances. A lot of people that come to me is like their sex drive's down. So we bring their sex drive up. We make you rock stars in the bedroom. There's actually a series that I'm going to make, Rob. Did I ever tell you about this book I'm going to launch? It's called F Like a Fighter, but it's going to be I'm not going to say F. I'm going to actually say what it is. That's where he caught me. Yeah. I need you.
No, but seriously, like, it's like you've been an indoor cat for how long now, and you've been going to the same bowl with the same meal for years now, but now you're throwing on the outside and you don't know where to get your food. But I'm going to show you because I'm Mike Callo, and we're going to, well, I'm not going to say take the food, but you know what I mean. We're going to consensually get the food.
We're going to make the food want us.
Yeah. They're going to be like, yes, this is okay. And you're going to be like, great, I'm going to get my food.
Yeah, exactly. So I really do appreciate that wording, Nick. I'm definitely going to like take that and run with it. Because again, like there's definitely a performance enhancement side to it in the bedroom, I should say. Right, Rob? Right.
Yeah, I have a question though. So when we in our because we're older now, when we lift and work out, and I know our testosterone's starting to drop around now, does that still like build up our? Oh damn, 60 pounds in 3 months. That's phenomenal. Does that build up our testosterone levels when we're like, because I remember when I work out, I'm kind of like, ugh.
What do you like, Rob?
I'm like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Does that like build up your sex drive? Do you have a higher sex drive?
Yes. Just general lifting. Like, and the thing is, like, people talk about, have you ever had food before? I love me all the food. And yeah, Nick, I know you don't have an issue with that, but we'll just like, not you. I'm not saying you specifically, but like, I've had people come to me and be like, yo, this has been a thing. Also, I would argue that grappling, if you have like wrestling background and jiu-jitsu background, Muay Thai, any martial arts, you have really good hips. That's going to carry over really well too. Anything that enhances your hips is going to translate well into the bedroom. But Rob, stop moaning.
I got you, Nick. Might be.
But no, the point is like, yes, when you work out your muscles, your body releases more testosterone. On the flip side of that, if you consume THC, it's going to do the opposite. It's going to impact your estrogen levels. That's why I've stopped for amongst other reasons for a while.
Really?
I'm not saying anyone needs to do whatever, but yeah, THC will help your body retain more estrogen or convert things into estrogen and like impact your testosterone levels.
I had no idea about that, actually.
Yes. It's an interesting little nugget.
Wow. Yeah.
So you're welcome, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.
That's for you, Johnny boy. Don't get into that. Bro's getting deja vu.
Yeah, kind of.
I love how do you remember when we were 16? Could you imagine if we had access to live streaming stuff and how we could troll people?
I'm very glad we didn't. We'd be in jail.
AIM and AOL and like doing stuff like that. Do you remember Teresa and what
well, yeah.
what's his face?
Yeah,
Tom.
Walsh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Like just like stuff like that. Could you imagine if that was like live streaming? Like what would happen? That's my new
I
low T.
I thank God every day that we didn't have iPhones growing up. Wait, what? That's why New Yorkers are soft. I'm being respectful on my friend's live stream.
What is this?
And
What is happening? Where am I?
oh, I've been sober 2 years on Wednesday, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely doing it to the Gen Z kids. The transplants that have come to New York are making this place extremely soft. I do agree with that. As I lay in bed with my cat.
Yeah, Bali.
Yeah, but no, I feel you. He's not wrong.
Yeah, dude. I mean, there's a variety of things, but yeah, I'm fascinated to see what comes of. So, anyways, going back to the cult talk. By the way, I'm like not. I'm not like we don't actually have to talk about this. I'm just fascinated with like at the end of the day, let's say it is a cult though. Like let's just say if I receive benefit from it, who cares? And if I'm not saying, hey, you got to be in my cult. If I'm like, hey, yeah, I'm in a cult and I find value in it, like just like, hey, I'm Christian, I believe in God, and I find value in that, and like I'm not forcing you to do anything. Who cares?
I agree.
Boom. So now we've got to the bottom of it. That's it. I think the big thing is like to the point. That's the thing I do. I've actually expressed my disinterest to the owner of this program and to others is like, I don't like the enrollment part. Like I actually wanted some of my family members to go through it just because I thought it'd be good for them. But I don't like how at the end of the 100 days, like you have to enroll 5 people to complete the program. That I don't like. That's where I think it's like the cult. If they just literally remove that part, I think it would lose all cult vibes. The fact that it forces you to enroll people is the cult issue. Mike, can you invite me to the live? I'm working from home. I got you. Yeah, I'm going to send you the link right now because I have like 5 more minutes before we got to jump off. But I'm going to hop. Nick, I'm going to send you, I'm going to text you a link to get in here. Nick's a cool guy, by the way, Rob.
Nice.
That's good. Nick. Let's see if I have it on my, because I also have my other phone. There we go.
Yeah, I agree, Nick.
I got you. Get up in here, Nick. I'm bored. Johnny, aren't you in like scheme? Yeah, exactly. It's more of. But see, the thing I think about with pyramid scheme is like you get a financial incentive from it, right? Like if it's just like, hey, refer people to complete the program, that to me is like this gray area between it's because I don't get a financial incentive from like people enrolling. It's just to complete the course.
Yeah, it doesn't benefit you. It benefits them.
Yeah, that's the only thing I told them. Like, I'm not a huge fan of. So I just gamed the system. If I'm being honest with you guys, I can give you the whole breakdown. But Johnny, why don't you have school, bro?
Why are you not in school, Johnny?
Probably because maybe the snow. I know it snowed by us. It snowed by you. What's the snow like in the city, Rob?
Oh, damn, dude. We got. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, there's Nick. What's up?
Here, hold on. I can turn my camera on. Yeah, we got a lot of snow.
Yeah, we got snow here. We got some, not a bunch, but enough.
Where are you, Nick?
I'm in Asheville, North Carolina.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Try. Oh, I see. Yeah, all right. I see you guys now. How do you guys know each other?
So I met Nick for coaching through Johnny Buck actually, in Rogue Combat Club. And
Okay.
even prior, like Nick, you've gone to Rogue, and then I started working with him for coaching. He absolutely crushed it, and here we are.
What's Rogue? Is it MMA gym, Mike?
Yeah. No, we actually, Mike, we knew each other before that. Remember, because I had a punching bag I was trying to sell, and I told Johnny about it.
Dude, you're right, at the house.
And then Mike met me at Bojangles and bought my punching bag.
Yeah, dude, I don't even. Oh, dang, you're right. That was when I was going. I still worked at Pace, I think, bro. I completely forgot about that.
Did you say Bojangles?
Yeah,
Mike used to just when we were younger just randomly shout that name like as if he had Tourette's or something. He would just go like Bojangles, Mr. Bojangles.
From like a song, I forgot where that came.
Yeah, it was a song you sang. Yeah, Mr. Bojangles.
I still have like Tourette's, by the way. Carrie's convinced that I have Tourette's. I'm like,
I think I have something.
I might very much have Tourette's.
Yeah, at 31 years old, I was finally diagnosed with ADHD and finally got on medicine for it. So I was like, oh, this is. I started working from home and I was like, dude, I can't fucking do this. This is terrible. I was like, zero focus.
I've yet to take any medication for ADHD. I've taken medication for like my hormones and stuff and different stuff that's had somewhat of a side impact. But like I was talking to Carrie about that recently, about possibly going to see a psychiatrist to be like, maybe I'll look at like Adderall or Vyvanse or something like that to see how it impacts them.
You can do it online now. Like they do, like you just do it on like your phone. You can do that's what I did, like telemedicine or whatever.
Oh, that's what I work in. Yeah.
Yeah. It worked out.
Speaking of Adderall, I'm going to take my little dosage right now and then play 2 hours of darts. So I don't think I'm using it for the right reasons. But
be locked in.
Yeah.
But yeah, this brings us to the end of the stream. Nick, thanks for popping in, by the way. Rob, thanks for but I'm gonna have to transition out of here. That's wrapping up our productivity sprint. I have coaching calls that start in like 5 minutes, but I always appreciate you guys popping in. And this is like my favorite type of live streaming. While it was not what it originally was intended to be, this was like my favorite stuff.
Yeah,
like,
zero work was done, but cold activity was discussed. That's all you need.
I got out of bed, but that's about it. Johnny, I hope you get your 6-pack there, little guy.
Yeah, Johnny, but I did actually like I got work done. I just don't know if anyone else got work done. Like,
all right, Mike, I'm out.
All right, later, dude. Yeah, there's always ways to get productivity and stuff. But yeah, thanks for hopping in, y'all. And then Nick, it's always good seeing you, homie.
Yeah, man. Give me a call whenever. I work from home now, so
I love it.
If I'm not traveling, so
yeah. All right, dude. You go rock it. I'm gonna go rock it as well. My calls. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
There you go. Bye.